This is week number 8. Even though this is a little review here, this is still from week 7. Alright. So on week 7, Friday, I already talked about this in the previous whiteboard review. We talked about key things in spreadsheets, the key elements, absolute value, rounding, relative, being able to copy formulas, what if analysis, so forth. Students need to pay attention to details, and we were doing work both in Excel and Google spreadsheets. Alright, our next, we did the work with Blender and gaming, Go Yumbo and Graveball. We did that on Friday, and I also talked a little bit about Cyber Defense Club. That's meeting on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. So, this is week 8. Took the midterm on, in fact, students took it any time after class on Wednesday. We completed the unit on Wednesday, and we finished up spreadsheet work. This is, took the skills base today. In terms of spreadsheets, Wednesday we finished up the unit, and Friday, well, any time after Wednesday, students took the midterm, either Thursday or Friday. So, this is still week 8. This would be day 22, if you're curious. Okay. So on Wednesday, we talked about the spreadsheet work. We finished up Unit 4. I reviewed the students turned in work, laptop for business. Very important that they review my comments. Some students made some statements that weren't necessarily accurate and so forth. We talked about the key things in a laptop, and the students talked about processor, storage, software, probably the most important thing. What kind of software do you need to run? That's going to tell you what kind of operating system, which helps you select these other factors in terms of computers. Talked a little bit about spreadsheets, talked about technology and cars, and we talked a little bit about word processing. Some of the areas we've been, for example, Unit 1, IT and Basics, talked about communications and the web, details here in terms of software and hardware, and then 4, multimedia and the World Wide Web, communications across the world. Things we're going to do, we got security, and we got networks, security, and management information systems, tying it into business. So the concept is, in doing these, we will make use of most of these. Talked a little bit about how we had digital everything, audio, video, all the different options for cameras in terms of capturing audio, video, images, and so forth. We introduced some of our first work in terms of, we have a website that's available to the students, and in the room they can use this IP address and then It's a tilde and then their login information. If they're on the internet outside of being in the classroom, they can use this address. So they can type that address /tilde, then give their login information for their website that we talked about in class, and that should bring up their web page. And we'll be working on that on and off the rest of the course. That's it for today.